Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Nero from Cognicore AI, and today we'll be testing the newly released Ernie Image and Ernie Image Turbo models, and I'll be sharing a super fast download script to download the models on RunPod. This model is from the Baidu team. You must have heard about their LLM models, and now they are entering image generation with this model. Here are its key features. It's a compact 8 billion parameter DIT model and gives competitive performance to larger models. It has great text rendering capabilities. It can handle dense, long, and layout-sensitive text very well, and it supports Chinese, English, and other languages. Robust prompt following. It can handle complex prompts with some object relations, and knowledge-intensive descriptions as well. It can generate images that require clear layout or images that have a narrative structure like posters, comics, etc. It can do broad stylistic generations like realistic photography, different aesthetics, cinematic, and film-like tones. It's easy to deploy and adapt because of its small size, and it can run on consumer-grade 24GB VRAM GPUs. The versions released are, first is the Ernie Image model, which is the base model requiring 50 steps. And second is the Ernie Image Turbo model, which is optimized with DMD and RL, just like the Z Image Turbo model, for faster generation and stronger aesthetics. It requires only 8 steps. Here they have showcased some examples. As you can see, the text in this image is spot on, and it handles the calligraphy very well. Here is a multilingual text rendering example. As you can see, there is text in English, Chinese, Korean, Arabic, French, and Spanish. That's really impressive. Then here is an example where it maintained great character consistency while presenting the character in different scenarios in a proper layout grid. Here is a poster example, and here is an example for a storyboard. Here they have the rankings of this model on different benchmarks. This model ranks number 1 under open source models. This model has a prompt enhancer. The reason they included this is that this model works best with long, detailed, and well-structured prompts, but users typically type short sentences. So to bridge this gap, they released a 3 billion parameter LLM to expand short user inputs into detailed prompts that work best with this model. Here, they shared some examples of images generated without prompt enhancement, with prompt enhancement, and prompt enhancement done with Gemini 3.1 Pro. As you can see in these examples, the prompt-enhanced image and the Gemini prompt-enhanced image look better than the image without any prompt enhancement, and the Gemini prompt-enhanced images look significantly better than the rest of the images. And here they mention the same, that large LLMs like Gemini work best for prompt enhancement. Here is the ComfyUI repackaged files repository for Ernie Image. The main model file is 16 GB for both the base model and the turbo model. Then the text encoder is the Ministral 33B model, which is 7.7 GB, and the prompt enhancer, which is 6.8 GB. Then, for VAE, it's using the Flux 2 VAE, which is 336 MB. Now let's start deploying this model in ComfyUI on RunPod. I'll go with the RTX 3090 and bump the storage to 60 GB, as we will be testing both the base model and the turbo model. Expose port 3001, deploy, and wait for it to get deployed. Once deployed, I'll open the JupyterLab workspace through port 8888. I'll quickly install ComfyUI now. If you want a one-click installer for ComfyUI on RunPod, then watch my video in the I button. Now ComfyUI is up and running. For downloading the model files, I prepared this script. You can find this script and the command to run it in the video description. Upload it to the workspace, open a new terminal, and paste this command from the video description and press enter. It will ask you whether you want to download the base model or the turbo model or both models. I will test both models, so I'll go with option 3 to download both models. Then it asks if you want to download the prompt enhancer. I will test that as well, so I'll choose option 1 and press enter. And now it starts downloading the model files. All the model files are now downloaded and placed in the ComfyUI models folder. I'll go to the ComfyUI models folder and place the prompt enhancer in the text encoders folder, Ernie Image Turbo and Ernie Image model in the diffusion models folder, the Flux 2 VAE in the VAE folder, and the Ministral 3 model in the text encoders folder. Now I'll open ComfyUI through port 3001. You can find the Ernie Image workflow under the Image section of the templates. Here is the workflow for the turbo model, and this one is for the base model. I'll go with this one. This workflow comes as a subgraph. I'll remove these notes from here and unpack the subgraph so that we can see the whole workflow. So this is the whole workflow. I'll arrange this properly, and then we'll understand what's going on here. We have two sections here. First is this standard text-to-image section with the load diffusion model, load clip, and load VAE, etc. Then we have this prompt enhancement section. First, we have the load clip node here, then this new text generate node, which lets you use most text encoders as LLMs in Comfy, and it also supports other LLMs. The prompt of this node is connected to this replace node. The replace node takes three inputs. First is string, second is find, and third is replace. This node finds what you want to replace and replaces it with what you want. The string section of this node is chained to two other replace nodes. This one has height in its find section, this one has width in its find section, and this one has prompt in its find section. The string section of the third replace node has this system prompt in Chinese. If we translate it, this is what it says. It's a basic instruction to expand the user prompts and has the placeholders for prompt, width, and height. The replace section of the first and second replace nodes is connected to preview as text nodes, which are then connected to the empty latent node. And the replace section of this third replace node is connected to this string multiline node, where we enter our prompt. So this is how it works. The first two replace nodes pull the height and width from the empty latent node, find the placeholder for height and width, and replace them with the actual height and width in the system prompt. And then the third replace node feeds in the system prompt, finds the prompt placeholder in the system prompt, and replaces it with the actual prompt from the replace section of this replace node connected to the string multiline node. Then we have this switch to turn on and off the prompt enhancement. When it's true, it goes through all this to enhance the prompt, and when it's off, it just pulls the prompt from here. And the output of this switch, coming from the text generate node, is connected to the positive prompt here. And here we have this preview as text node connected as well so that we can see the actual enhanced prompt. Now let's start testing these models. Press R to refresh node definitions and make sure you have selected the correct models here. I'll change the resolution to our usual 1080 by 1440. Under the case sampler, I'll increase the number of steps to 50, as recommended in their Hugging Face repo. Keep the CFG at 4. And I'll use these default samplers. I'll turn off prompt enhancement for now. Paste in our prompt here, and as you can see, it's a big one, as this model likes long and detailed prompts. I'll run it now. It started creating the image, and if we take a look at the VRAM usage, it peaks at 23 gigabytes. It took 3 minutes and 22 seconds to generate this image at 50 steps and 1080 by 1440 resolution on this RTX 3090. It's a poster for the Ferrari F40. As you can see, this text is accurate, colors are bright, and the text here is mostly correct as well, with just a few issues here, but I'm sure another seed will resolve this issue. Now I have this same workflow for the Turbo model as well. Here you just have to change the steps to 8 and the CFG to 1, and the model to Ernie Image Turbo and run it. This image was generated in just 13 seconds. Here we have a few issues in the same text section below. Here are both the images side by side. Now a detailed heart diagram prompt to test the complex structured text rendering of this model. Here is our image. At first glance, it looks great, but there are a few issues here as you see this, and the labeling is inverted, etc. Now I'll take this prompt and expand or correct it with Gemini 3.1 Pro. Here is our prompt from Gemini. I'll run it now. Here is our image, and it looks largely accurate. Here is the original image, here is the image from the Gemini prompt, and here is the image from the Qwen prompt. This image from the Qwen prompt had a lot of issues, as you can see, compared to the original image. Now the image from the Gemini prompt, as you can see, is very accurate, with just a tiny bit of issue here and here. Now I'll use the same Gemini prompt with the Turbo model. This is the original image, this is the image from the Turbo model, and this is the image from the base model. As you can see, the Turbo image is also mostly correct with minor issues here and there. Now, a prompt for a 4-panel structured editorial. Here is our image. It rendered the 4-panel layout correctly and also followed the prompt for each panel correctly. We just have some issues here with the fingers, but the skin here looks great. Now let's test the prompt enhancer on this one. I'll turn it on, keep the same prompt here, and run it. Here is the enhanced prompt, and it's in Chinese. If we translate it, it looks like it shortened it instead of expanding it. Let's wait for the result. Here is our image, and as you see, it completely changed how the women looked and the poses. If we compare it with the first image, you can clearly see the difference. Maybe this prompt enhancer works well only with short prompts, not sure. But I don't need this, as I always get my prompts from big LLMs like QN or Gemini, and I recommend you do the same. I did another generation to see if we can get the fingers right. And now it looks much better, but we have some deformities on the face in the bottom left image. Now the same prompt on Turbo. Here is our image. The fingers look good, the skin looks good, and no facial deformities here. Here are both the images side by side. Now a prompt for a 3x3 grid. I'll change the resolution to 816 by 1440 for a 9:16 aspect ratio. Here is our image. It perfectly rendered the 3x3 grid and also followed the prompt perfectly for each panel, but there are deformities in the fingers and face in most of these panels. Now the same prompt on the Turbo model. Here is our image. Same things here, but no finger deformities and very less face deformity. Now a movie poster prompt. I'll change the resolution back to 1080 by 1440 and run it now. Here is our image. The upper text is correct, and the overall composition is correct. It tried to give it a vintage movie poster look, but it didn't work that well. There is an issue here in the name, and the text at the bottom is mostly gibberish. Here is our image from the Turbo model, and mostly the same remarks here as well. The names here are repeating, and the same gibberish at the bottom. Most probably, it's a prompt issue, not a model issue, and I'm sure if I enhance this prompt with Gemini, I will get a much better and more accurate image, as we saw with the heart diagram image. Now a prompt for a comic book page. Here's our image. It looks great. It perfectly captured that vintage American comic book style. The panel placement is correct, and the text is also correct. Here is the image from the Turbo model. Not sure why it turned the man into Hulk. Text looks correct, but it didn't maintain the character consistency in the last panel. She is wearing specs. Now a prompt for a Vogue China magazine to test the multilingual text rendering of this model. Here is our image, and it looks great. The English text is correct, and the Chinese text is also correct. We just have this Chinese text twice at the bottom right. Now the image from the Turbo model, the text looks accurate here as well, and we don't have double Chinese text here at the bottom. Now a prompt for a cinematic style image. Here is our image. It tried to make it look cinematic, but it didn't work so well. Overall, the image looks good. Now the image from the Turbo model, this one looks way more cinematic than the base model, and the film grain here is great, and overall, the colors of this image are much better. Now a prompt for a website homepage. I'll change the resolution to a landscape compatible resolution. Here's our image. The image looks really great, the text is spot on, and the composition is great too. Now the image from the Turbo model, it looks great as well. We just have an issue here in the text. Otherwise, the image looks great. Now a prompt for an anime illustration. I'll change the resolution to a 9:16 suitable resolution. Here is our image, and it looks great. Perfectly captured that illustrated anime look. Now the Turbo model image, it looks great as well. Now a pixel art prompt. I'll change the resolution to 1024 by 1024. Here's our image, and it looks good. It perfectly captures the pixel art look, and the colors look great. Now the turbo model image, it looks great as well, and has more detail. If you compare the faces of the two, the turbo model gives a more detailed face here. Now prompt for a Pixar-style image. I'll change the resolution back to our default one. Here is our image. It looks good, perfectly captures that Pixar look. Now the turbo model image, it looks great as well. Now a prompt for an oil painting style. Here is our image. It looks great, perfectly captured that oil painting look and thick brush strokes. Here is the turbo model image. It looks great as well, but didn't follow the prompt to make the tiger look down with sort of closed eyes, as in the base model image. Now a prompt for a close-up portrait of a woman to test the realistic photography of this model. Here's our image, and it looks stunning. Perfectly captures the sunlit moment. The skin looks great, the colors look great, no issues. Now the image from the turbo model, it looks great as well, but I prefer the colors and skin on the base model here. Another prompt to test realism. Here is our image. It looks good. Now the image from the turbo model, it looks better than the base model here, and the skin looks more detailed. So this concludes our testing of the Ernie Image and Ernie Image Turbo models. These models are really great at prompt adherence, nothing like I have ever seen, and the fact that it's just an 8 billion parameter model makes it a no-brainer if you are really after the best prompt adherence and text rendering. For most use cases, you can get away with the turbo version as it's fast and as good as the base model, and even better at stylistic generations and realism, but it loses a bit of prompt adherence compared to the base model, as we saw in our testing. These models are a great start for the Baidu team, and I really look forward to more models from them in the future. If you want to support this channel, please use the link in the description to sign up for RunPod and use that account as your main account. You will get a random bonus credit of $5 to $500. So this is all for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more such videos, and automatic installer scripts for RunPod. Share your thoughts and comments. This is Nero, and I will see you in the next one.